Hey, there's two sides to the coin when it comes to the federal funds interest rate hikes, and we're going to give you perspective that could be useful for your clients from both sides, both points of view.
This is The Rare Advisor, proud to be a part of the Advisor Advancement Network and home of a business model supercharged by recurring and repeatable events. Your host is Mike Walters, CEO of USA Financial. He is an investment advisor representative of and securities are offered through USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Hey, today I just want to spend a little time and give you some perspective that will hopefully be useful for you with clients in relating to them what's really going on when it comes to the Fed funds rates, to the rising of interest rates and the rapid succession that has been created by the Fed funds, raising rates, trying to get a hold of inflation, trying to cool that off, cooling off jobs, hopefully starting to see a peak at some point, but we are now currently over 5%. However, to put that in perspective, if you can see this on the chart that I've got here in the lower left for you, to put that into perspective, back here, 1980, when President Carter was in charge, we were looking at 20% on the Fed funds rate. I mean, that is just mind-boggling that we would be at 20%. So on the one hand, we are only a quarter of the way there to that high watermark because we are down here at 5%. But the concern, obviously, is the steep incline of that line, that increase that's been taking place. And it is, in fact, the fastest increase. That would be this line right here. It is the fastest increase that we have seen in recent history for the Fed funds increasing the interest rates. If we go back prior to the financial crisis, we saw this increase right here before it turned around and came and dropped right back down. That increase is this incline right here. So you can kind of see the difference. And then prior to the pandemic, as rates were climbing up, that would be this increase right here. So it just gives you a little perspective on the slope. So yes, it is concerning that rates have gone up as fast as they have. Hopefully it can cool off inflation. We'll be able to back this thing back down. But in the larger view of things, we're still only a quarter of the way we were to the high. Gosh, I would hope we would never see that again, but you never know. Seems like we're starting to be able to cool it off, but nonetheless, the perspective can be important when sharing this with clients and talking to them about interest rates, especially some of your younger clients who have always lived in such a low interest rate environment. And now today, especially if they're trying to get lending for a new home or something like that, it's creating some challenges that were probably unexpected.
This information is for licensed financial professionals only and is not intended for use in soliciting sales from the public. The views expressed represent the opinions of the presenter or their featured guest, not necessarily those of USA Financial or its affiliated subsidiaries. Industry references are generic and not intended to represent actions or beliefs of any individual or entity. Content is only presented to illustrate general principles, beliefs, or ideas and should not be construed as legal or regulatory advice. Trademark and copyright protected. USA Financial and Affiliates.